Have you ever felt like you're running on a treadmill that's moving just a little bit faster than you can keep up with? You work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You skip the luxuries. You do everything right. Yet, at the end of the month, your bank account looks exactly the same as it did 30 days ago. It's an exhausting, soul-crushing cycle. You aren't lazy. You aren't stupid. But you are trapped. Most people think the only way out of low income is a lottery win or a miracle. But one of the richest men to ever live, Warren Buffett, insists that the poverty trap isn't built of iron bars, it's built of invisible habits and a specific way of seeing the world. Today, we aren't just talking about stocks or bonds. We are talking about the psychological cage that keeps you trading your life for pennies. By the end of this video, I am going to show you the 3 exit doors Buffett used to climb from a paperboy to a billionaire. If you understand these, the treadmill stops today. Before we dive into the strategy, let's make a pact. If you are tired of the struggle being your identity, if you are truly ready to commit to a life of freedom, take 1 second to hit the like button and subscribe. It tells the algorithm you're looking for growth, not just entertainment. Let's build a future where money works for you, instead of you dying for it. Meet David. David is a composite of millions of us. He wakes up at 6 a.m., drinks a coffee he can barely afford, and heads to a job that values him as a number. David is a hard worker. He takes the overtime. He saves his receipts. But every time David gets $500 ahead, life strikes. The car's transmission goes. The refrigerator stops cooling. His daughter needs braces. Suddenly, that tiny cushion is gone, and David is back at zero. This is the emotional weight of low income. It's not just about the numbers, it's about the constant, low-level hum of anxiety that never leaves your chest. David looks at the wealthy and thinks, they must know a secret I don't. He starts to believe that the system is rigged. He starts to think that maybe some people are just meant to be poor. He falls into the survival mindset. When you're in survival mode, your brain physically changes. You can't think about 5 years from now because you're terrified about next Tuesday. You make short-term decisions, buying the cheapest, lowest quality shoes because you can't afford the $100 pair that lasts 5 years. So, you spend $30 every 6 months instead. You're paying a poverty tax without even realizing it. David's struggle isn't a lack of effort. It's that he's playing a game where the rules are written in a language he hasn't been taught to read. He is drowning in the now, with no breath left to plan for the then. The turning point for David, and for you, happens the moment you realize that income is not wealth. Warren Buffett wasn't born a titan. He started by delivering newspapers. But while other kids spent their earnings on candy and movies, Buffett was looking at his coins and seeing seed corn. He realized that every dollar he spent today was actually $10 or $100 he was stealing from his future self. The realization is simple but jarring. You cannot work your way out of poverty if your mindset is focused on consuming your way through it. The moment David stopped asking, "How can I pay this bill?" and started asking, "How can I own a piece of the machine that sends me the bill?" the cage doors began to creak open. It's the shift from being a victim of the economy to becoming an investor in it. Lesson 1, the seed corn philosophy. Imagine a farmer. He has a bag of corn. He's starving. He can grind that corn into flour, make bread, and eat well tonight. But if he eats it all, he has nothing to plant. He will starve next season. Buffett views every dollar as a seed. Most people in the low-income trap see a paycheck as a spending limit. They see $2,000 in their account and think, I have $2,000 to spend. Buffett sees $2,000 and thinks, I have 2,000 workers that can go out and find more money for me. The takeaway, start viewing your money as employees. Even if you can only hire $1 a week to work for you in a savings or investment account, do it. Protect your seed corn at all costs. Lesson 2, the most important investment. Buffett is famous for saying, the best investment you can make is in yourself. In the poverty trap, we focus on external solutions. We want a better boss or a government handout. But your earning power is tied to your value. If you have the same skills as 10 million other people, your price will always be low. Think about a mechanic who spends $500 on a specialized tool that allows him to fix electric engines. That $500 investment might increase his income by $20,000 a year. That's a 4,000% return. No stock market can beat that. The takeaway: spend your extra time, the time you'd usually spend scrolling or watching TV, learning a high-income skill. Financial literacy is a skill. Coding is a skill. Sales is a skill. Become too valuable to be poor. Lesson 3: The danger of instant relief. When life is hard, we seek instant relief. We buy a fast food meal to feel better after a long day. We buy a new outfit to feel successful for a night. We take out a loan for a car we can't afford because we want to look like we've made it. Buffett calls this the institutional imperative, doing what everyone else is doing because it's comfortable. But comfort is the enemy of freedom. Escaping the trap requires delayed gratification. It means being okay with looking poor now so you can be wealthy later. The takeaway: audit your relief spending. Ask yourself, am I buying this because I need it, or because I'm trying to escape the feeling of being stuck? If it's the latter, put the money back. Lesson 4: The power of compounding habits. Compounding isn't just for interest rates, it's for life. Small, boring decisions made daily create a massive gap over 10 years. If you save $5 a day, it feels like nothing. In a month, it's $150. Still feels like nothing. But over 40 years at 7% interest, that's nearly $400,000. The trap keeps you focused on the $5. The escape hatch is focusing on the $400,000. The takeaway: don't look for the big hit. Look for the small, repeatable win. Read 10 pages of a finance book. Save $2. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. These are the bricks of your future empire. Let's get honest for a second. What is the one poverty habit you know is holding you back? Is it emotional spending? Is it a fear of the stock market? Or maybe it's just a lack of a clear plan. Drop a comment below. Sharing it takes away its power over you. Let's support each other in breaking these cycles. So, how do you actually start? You don't need $1 million. You just need a new system. Step 1: the gap analysis. Look at your income and your expenses. Your goal is to create a gap, even if it's only $20 a month. This $20 is sacred. It is your freedom fund. Step 2: kill the high-interest parasites. If you have credit card debt, you aren't just in a trap, you have a parasite. Buffett hates debt because it's compounding in reverse. It's working against you while you sleep. Every extra penny must go toward killing that debt. Step 3: low-cost indexing. Once the debt is gone, don't try to be a stock-picking genius. Do what Buffett recommends for 99% of people: buy a low-cost S&P 500 index fund. You are now an owner of the 500 biggest companies in America. Apple, Amazon, and Google are now working for you. Step 4: radical patience. The trap relies on your impatience. It wants you to get frustrated and quit. To escape, you must adopt a 10-year horizon. If you aren't willing to own an investment for 10 years, Buffett says don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Imagine a morning 5 years from now. You wake up, and for the first time in your life, that hum of anxiety in your chest is gone. You aren't worried about the car breaking down because you have the cash. You aren't worried about your boss firing you because your skills are in high demand and your investments are growing. You see a $100 bill and you don't think about what it can buy you. You think about the freedom it represents. You've stopped being a servant to money and started being its master. You didn't win the lottery. You didn't get lucky. You simply decided to stop playing the game by the old rules. You escaped the trap by changing your mind first, and your bank account followed. Thank you for staying with me until the end. This journey isn't easy, but it is worth it. If this video gave you a spark of hope or a new perspective, please share it with one friend who is struggling. You might be the reason they finally break free. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the mindsets of the world's greatest investors. If you want to know how Buffett chooses the specific companies that built his billions, click the video on the screen right now. We'll see you in the next one.